These tulips might have seen better days, but the Dutch auction owes its name to the fact that it comes from the flower markets in Amsterdam, because they are a kind of reverse auction where in fact the needle goes down, the price goes down. It's a test of nerve for those potential bidders as to when are they going to put their hand up and press the buzzer or what have you to get the flowers at the price that they want to. So it's an unusual kind of auction where normally auctions, of course, are to drive the price up. Now the term Dutch auction is used as a negotiation tactic now when a buyer is using it against suppliers. So when you're in the market to sell something, you might find that an effective buyer will play you against other people selling the same kind of thing. So the Dutch auction is not great for building trust. It's used in those cold negotiations typically where the buyer is interested in just driving the price down as far as they can and they're playing those other parties off against each other. So using phrases like, well, if you want to sell it, you're going to have to match their price or you're going to have to go lower than them. And if you're selling, then you can just see the value disappearing as the price gets driven down. So, if you're in the market to buy something, you may choose to use the Dutch auction. You might choose to play a couple of car dealers against each other. If it's a house that you're buying, you might want to remind them that there are other houses, when you're talking to the estate agent, there are other houses of a similar nature of a lower price. And you can use the Dutch auction really effectively with a bit of preparation if you're not too worried about the climate of trust. If you are, then I recommend that you don't use it. Now, even if you don't use it, it might be used against you. So if you're selling something and the buyer is playing the Dutch auction on you, and you can normally tell because they'll often say something like, I don't want to get into a Dutch auction, but that's how you know you're about to get into a Dutch auction. Be very clear. Set your break point now as far as you can go and be prepared to walk away if you have to. So retain control, be aware of the Dutch auction, use it where appropriate, and be prepared to keep control when it's being used on you.